One very vocal anti-independence voice is Michelle Moan, the CEO of the lingerie company Ultimo. She joins me now live from Edinburgh to explain why she is against the prospect, or nervous about the prospect, of a separate Scotland. And Michelle, it's so nice to see you today. Thank you so much for joining us on what is such an important moment for the UK. Why is it that you are voting no for independence?
Well, I just think that, Maggie, we have only got 16 hours to go, and we still don't know what our currency is going to be. We don't own the pound. I think the inward investment will stop. I think it's a real risk to business. Prices will be higher. Jobs will be at risk. Companies will be at risk. And I think we're sitting here right now, and what Better Together has said is that we will give more power to the Scottish Parliament, and things will get better. In every country, everything has to get better, of course. But now we've got more power, and I really do feel that we're getting the best of both worlds. And why take that risk? Why take the risk of coming out of a recession, and we could now seriously go into a deep depression? If I was buying a company, I do a very long due diligence process. We started this process 2 years ago, and still 16 hours to go. We still don't know the top 5 questions, and that's why I am voting no, and that's why I encourage people to vote no as well. It doesn't mean to say that I'm voting no because I'm not passionate about Scotland. I'm exceptionally passionate about Scotland, but I'm exceptionally passionate, but I honestly am urging people to say no.
Yeah, we've already heard from some banks that if the decision is yes, that they will move their headquarters to the UK. Would you also feel that in a yes vote, you would have to make changes to your business, move your domicile, move down to the UK, to England?
I think that it would be. I think it will be a lot more difficult to run a business from Scotland when you've got border controls, when you've got lots of taxes going up. And the SNP white paper, which is their blue paper for independence, it's a 649-page document, and only 1 page is on the finances. And I just think that's absolutely awful. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get it over the line, and then they're saying, "We'll work it out." Well, you can't work it out because you would never run a business like that, and there's not a solid business plan there. And as a business leader in Scotland and in the UK, I really do want us to stay together. I think especially with what's going on in the world at the moment.
You have been vocal about your decision to vote no, and you've received a lot of backlash for that. Are you surprised by that?
I'm very, very surprised that you can't, in this day and age, the 21st century, that you cannot give an opinion without, being threatened. And I'm not saying that that's all the yes people. I'm not saying that. I know some very nice people who are yes people. But for me personally, I've got about 800,000 people on Twitter, and, this sort of abuse that I am getting is off the scale, and actually been physically threatened as well. All I would say is that, I am a strong woman. I do employ people in Scotland. I am a taxpayer in Scotland, and I want to give my view. And giving my view, threats is not going to stop me, I'm sorry. That's how I feel.